Hello and welcome to What's Up Wednesday. Hello and welcome to What's Up Wednesdays, a weekly video chat to talk entrepreneurial advice for startups, travel tips and hacks to travel better, and overall motivational advice to get you through your week and get things done this year. My name is Hannah, and this week I'm going to cover 5 things we can be doing in our everyday life, regardless of what's happening in the world, whether we're mandated to stay at home, whether this pandemic lasts another 3 months or longer, who really knows. But these are things that can really improve your lifestyle and overall start forming really good habits so that we can move into our normal schedules again and be refreshed and having some good habits going. So my first tip is to overall just be mindful of your safety and your health and your wellness. This is so important. I talk about this a lot with maintaining your mental and physical health, but beyond that, we're being really cautious about being sanitary when we go out in public, washing our hands. These are all things we should be doing no matter what. And to take it a step further, doing call ahead groceries and doing contactless delivery and being very conscious of where food is coming from. These are things that are strategies that we can be doing in our everyday life. And if we're being conscious of where our food's coming from, how our bodies are retaining those nutrients, then we're overall going to be much healthier. So a great example is recently my family and I got a big box of produce from our local farmers market. So traditionally these would be at the markets every weekend, but obviously since we can't physically go there right now, they've packaged all the produce into boxes that you can pay cash for. They've got gloves on, and so that's a great way to support your local farmers. You're getting a whole box of produce that's fresh, so our entire counter is lined with really healthy, delicious foods. And moving forward, we can be very conscious of the restaurants we choose to dine at and just be overall more mindful of how we're eating. Cooking at home is a great way to kind of cut down and minimize the chances of picking up a bug or, minimize the chance of consuming over-processed foods. So that's something that we can just be mindful of moving forward. And, eating clean, you're going to have better digestive health, better gut health. Overall, there's just so many more positive benefits from doing so. So that's something that we can be mindful of moving forward. And then as far as sanitary and, health and cleaning and things like that, my family and I use an essential oil blend with thieves in it. So that's a great way to cut down on germs. It's much more effective than traditional hand sanitizer. So that's something that I spritz on my hands before and after I go into any public place. And so that's something I'm going to be more mindful of moving forward as well. My second tip of things that you can be doing in your everyday life, regardless of the situation, is to connect with nature, connect with people, establish a genuine, authentic connection with the environment around you. I think we've lost a lot of that in social media in general, that we've become so distant, and now we have to be, and it's really hard to manage. But this is something that isn't exactly normal with the way that our society is. And so if we can be mindful of how to be more authentically connected with people, ways to do this, there's a tons of meetup groups outside of Facebook, but on Facebook as well, where you can meet groups specifically based on interests that relate to you. So these meetup groups, do really cool things like trivia nights. They'll go hiking. There's whole groups of people that do rock climbing. So this is a way to stay active, to meet people that are connected based on interests that you're interested in as well. It gets you, outside and moving. Anytime I'm in nature, I just feel so much energy, and just being outside today, it's great to have a breath of fresh air. So that's something that we can start doing now, to start forming these groups now and find ways to authentically engage with people. Moving forward, if we can take it a step further and just put a little more effort into the way that we talk to people, calling on the phone rather than sending a message or a text, sending a handwritten letter, that's a long lost art that would be great to start doing again. And just finding ways that you can connect with people in different ways. My friends and I really like to have board game nights and to play ping pong and darts, throw a frisbee or a football. So it's ways to kind of get together, do something fun. And that's my third tip for things that we can be doing in our everyday life, is just to find ways to be mentally stimulating yourself and finding ways that you can challenge yourself in a different way. So whether that's a board game night with your friends or journaling on your own, spending that time to really connect with yourself and to find different ways to do things that are mentally stimulating. It's especially easy right now to be down and out and to be indoors all the time. So we get kind of bogged down and we forget to do the simple things like reading a book, taking advantage of all the online courses that we have available to us, to take courses online at universities. There's a ton of universities that offer courses for free. Using the resources we have to learn a new language. You know, these are things that we can be incorporating in our life now and start forming those habits now, so that moving forward we have that time carved out to do activities that are mentally stimulating. And there's so many different ways that we can challenge our brains and to continue learning. And the more active and sharp we are, you know, in the mind, overall we're going to be improving our physical wellness overall. So I think that's really important to kind of start forming those kind of habits now, and you know, setting a task on your schedule to kind of do a new activity here and there just to kind of keep yourself refreshed. And my last tip for things we can be doing in our everyday life, regardless of what's happening in the world, is to follow through on what we say we're going to do. So now we're blessed with a lot of time to be able to, you know, do projects at home that we wouldn't normally do, like cleaning out the closets or getting rid of things and kind of purging stuff that we don't need. Doing scrapbooking or learning a new skill that's, you know, odd that we wouldn't normally have done, like sewing or, you know, learning an instrument. This is something that we don't necessarily have to have 2 full months of being at home in order to do in our lives. We can be more mindful of how to carve out the time in order to do things like this. You'll be surprised how many benefits you get from doing an activity that uses your hands, or to learn a new skill that you didn't know how to do before. It's a great opportunity to learn skills that, you know, like cooking or learning a language, as I mentioned, is, you know, those skills go way beyond this period where we're mandated to stay at home. These are skills that you can take into your everyday life well into the future. That's going to provide a lot of benefit for your life and for those around you too. So incorporating these habits, they're not only going to help yourself to stay physically healthy and mentally well, but it's going to help the people around you as well. It's our ultimate responsibility to take care of ourselves so that we can take better care of the other people around us. And if we're being mindful of the ways that we're improving our life, it's going to show a good example for the people around us to want to do that as well. I believe that we're advocates for change and that we lead by example. So if we take these kind of examples and start incorporating these good, healthy habits into our life now, while we have so much time, it'll be that much easier when we get back into the groove of our busy lives. So I really hope that you all are still remaining safe and healthy and doing as much as you can to kind of keep yourselves mentally and physically well. As always, if you need any accountability in these topics or you need someone to talk to about these things, definitely reach out to us. We'd love to chat with you guys. New with Alternative Perspective Travel, we still have a promotion going on for a free adventure kit. So this is a fully planned day trip from start to finish. You can get your download now, it does not expire. So that's really something awesome to look forward to when all this is over. You've got a fully planned day trip ready to go. So I highly suggest signing up early for our Insider Circle newsletter, and we can get that to your inbox straight away. We'll have a brand new promotion coming out very soon, so please stick around for all the details on that. We are offering a way for people to actually work online in an easy way. We give you the training all at once. It's something that's never been done before. We're a new age social media platform, so I guarantee that there's something for everyone, and you're going to find a lot of the benefits to be really awesome, and we'll definitely find a way to get you involved and learn all about the travel circle. So that's all I have for you guys right now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end. We've got a free bonus for you for doing that. In the link below, fill out the form and we'll send you a free day trip from our Adventure Kits shop. Absolutely free, so as soon as you're able to travel, you've got a cool day trip ready to go. Just use that link below in the form and we'll get that straight to your inbox. And if you've ever considered working online or doing freelance work, we can hook you up with all the details on how to do that and work for our company.